opening music fades in, setting an eerie and mysterious tone narrator in a deep, resonant voice. In a land where the desert sun beats down relentlessly, where sandstorms writhe like living things, there exists a secret that has been hidden for centuries, a secret so well concealed. It's as if the very rocks themselves have swallowed it whole. Camera pans over the vast expanse of Jordanian desert, showing the rocky terrain stretching out to the horizon. Narrator: welcome to Petra, an ancient city carved into the sandstone cliffs like a mythical beast. For millennia, its existence was all but forgotten, lost in the mists of time. And yet, as we delve into the heart of this enigma, you'll begin to understand why it remains one of history's greatest puzzles. Camera zooms in on a close-up of Petra's iconic facade. Al-Khazne, narrator: we're standing before one of the world's most breathtaking monuments, Al-Khazne, or the Treasury in English, cut into the living rock face like an intricate sculpture. Its grandeur is awe-inspiring. But what lies beneath this facade? What secrets hide within the ancient city's labyrinthine passages? Camera cuts to a sweeping shot of the surrounding desert landscape. Narrator: Petra was built by the Nabateans, a civilization that mastered the art of harnessing water in one of the driest places on Earth. Their ingenuity and skill allowed them to build an impressive metropolis, feeding their crops and sustaining their people for centuries. Camera pans back to Al-Khazne, highlighting its intricate details. Narrator: the Nabateans were masters of engineering, carving water conduits into the rock face that flowed like veins through the city. They knew how to tame the desert's fury, bending it to their will. And yet, despite this incredible achievement, Petra remains shrouded in mystery. Camera cuts to a shot of an archaeologist excavating a site. Narrator: today, archaeologists continue to uncover fragments of Petra's past, pottery shards, coins, and inscriptions that whisper secrets about the Nabateans' daily lives. But as we dig deeper, the more questions arise. What drove this enigmatic civilization to build such an incredible city? And what forces brought it down? Camera pans out, showing the vast expanse of the desert once more. Narrator: Petra's story is a labyrinth of secrets and silences a mystery that has captivated scholars and adventurers for centuries. As we embark on this journey through time, you'll begin to unravel the threads of history that weave together in a tapestry of intrigue. Camera lingers on Al-Khazne for a moment before fading to black. Narrator: join me as we delve into the heart of Petra's enigma. The unforgiving expanse of Jordan's desert landscape stretches out before us like an endless canvas of golden sand and crimson rock. For centuries, this land remained a mystery, shrouded in secrecy, its ancient whispers barely audible to the outside world. But as we begin our journey into the heart of Petra, we find ourselves drawn to the enigmatic Nabateans, a tribe that would leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. Their story begins over 2 millennia ago, when the Nabatean tribes emerged from the vast desert expanses, their nomadic roots stretching back to the 6th century BCE. These Bedouin-like people were masters of adaptation, traversing the unforgiving terrain with an agility that belied their rugged environment. As they wandered through the desert's labyrinthine oases and trade routes, they developed a unique symbiosis with the land, one that would ultimately forge the very foundations of their civilization. One of the key factors behind their rise to prominence was their remarkable ability to harness the power of water. In this arid landscape, where every drop counted, the Nabateans demonstrated an uncanny understanding of hydrology. They excavated intricate networks of canals and pipes, channeling precious water from distant sources into the heart of their cities. This ingenuity allowed them not only to survive, but also to thrive in the midst of desolation. As they mastered the art of water management, the Nabateans began to consolidate their power, establishing a vast network of trade routes that spanned the ancient world. From the fabled spice routes of the Incense Road to the bustling ports of Tyre and Sidon, Their merchants plied their wares precious stones, fine silks, and exotic spices across the Mediterranean. This economic prowess enabled them to accumulate wealth, build grand monuments, and craft a sophisticated society that rivaled its contemporaries. But there's more to the Nabateans than just their economic acumen. Theirs was a culture deeply rooted in a profound appreciation for the natural world. The intricate carvings on their monumental facades with their stylized palm trees, birds, and other flora testify to an intimate understanding of the delicate balance between human existence and the environment. This harmony is reflected in the very architecture itself, as if the Nabateans had woven the rocks and sandstone into a living tapestry that sang with the desert's primal rhythms. The influence of their culture can be seen in the grand structures. They built not only the majestic Al-Khazne we glimpsed earlier, but also other wonders like Ad-Dair, with its imposing facade, and Qasr al-Bint, where the interplay of light and shadow creates an almost mystical ambience. Each one a testament to their artistic prowess. These edifices were not just grandiose gestures. They were living extensions of the Nabateans' connection to the land. As we continue our exploration into Petra's secrets, we find ourselves caught up in a tale of resilience and adaptability of people who defied the unforgiving desert environment to create something truly remarkable. The question remains, what drove this tribe to such greatness? Was it their mastery over water, their skillful manipulation of trade routes, or perhaps something more fundamental, a deep understanding of the very essence of existence? We will return to these questions, but first, let us step back in time and explore another key factor that contributed to the Nabateans' ascendancy: their politics. It was not merely their economic prowess or their architectural achievements that set them apart. It was also their unique position at the crossroads of ancient civilizations, a vantage point from which they could navigate the complex web of alliances, rivalries, and intrigues that defined the ancient world. As we venture deeper into this fascinating narrative, we will discover how the Nabateans skillfully navigated these treacherous waters, forging strategic partnerships with other tribes and city-states. It was a delicate balancing act, one that would ultimately determine their fate in the annals of history. And it is here, at the intersection of politics and power, that our story begins to unfold. But for now, let us take a moment to absorb the majesty of Petra's architecture, to allow its secrets to slowly reveal themselves as we delve deeper into this desert enigma. As we step back from the breathtaking vistas of Petra's facade, let us begin to unravel the mysteries of its construction. The Nabateans, master architects of their time, had a profound understanding of the very rock that surrounded them. They recognized that this sandstone cliff face was not just a barrier to be breached, but a canvas waiting to be etched with the story of their civilization. The early years of Petra's existence are shrouded in mystery, much like the city itself. Archaeologists have pieced together fragments of evidence to paint a picture of a gradual growth, fueled by the Nabateans' ingenious engineering prowess. As trade caravans traversed the desert, they brought with them exotic goods and knowledge from distant lands, sparking an era of creative innovation. It's here that we find ourselves in the midst of a vibrant marketplace, bustling with merchants, artisans, and travelers from far-flung corners of the ancient world. The air is alive with the scent of frankincense, myrrh, and spices, while the sound of hammering on stone echoes through the canyon. The Nabateans had transformed this natural wonder into a hub of commerce, harnessing the power of water to sustain their burgeoning metropolis. One of the most striking aspects of Petra's design is its ingenious system of aqueducts, channels, and cisterns. The Nabateans tapped into ancient subterranean streams, channeling them through a labyrinthine network of pipes and tunnels that crisscrossed the city. This engineering marvel not only supplied water to the inhabitants, but also enabled them to cultivate crops in the arid landscape. The early days of Petra were marked by an intoxicating blend of artistry and pragmatism. The city's founders, driven by a fierce determination to thrive in this unforgiving environment, had created a masterpiece that defied the odds. As we wander through the narrow streets, we find ourselves surrounded by masterful carvings, intricate mosaics, and stunning architectural feats. Yet, as the centuries unfolded, Petra's early importance began to reveal itself in more nuanced ways. Strategically situated at the crossroads of trade routes between Arabia, Egypt, and Syria, this desert oasis became an indispensable node for merchants seeking to exchange goods and knowledge. The Nabateans had astutely positioned themselves at the epicenter of a vast network, masterfully exploiting their location to build a rich tapestry of cultural influences. Here, in the heart of Petra, we catch glimpses of an extraordinary civilization that spanned multiple cultures and languages. We see echoes of Greek philosophy, Egyptian artistry, and Mesopotamian mathematics, all blended with the unique flavor of Nabatean ingenuity. It's a testament to their boundless creativity, forged from the very essence of this desert landscape. As we explore the secrets of Petra's early years, we begin to discern an intriguing narrative thread, one that whispers hints of imperial ambitions, strategic alliances, and shadowy rivalries. We sense the presence of enigmatic leaders, their names etched into history like tantalizing puzzles waiting to be solved. And so, as our journey continues through the labyrinthine streets of Petra, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The allure of its secrets beckons us onward, drawing us deeper into this ancient city's mysterious heart. What lies beyond the majestic facade? Will we uncover whispers of imperial intrigue or echoes of forgotten rituals? The answers, much like the city itself, remain shrouded in mystery. Yet, one thing is certain: as we venture further into Petra's hidden recesses, we will begin to grasp the essence of this captivating civilization. The Nabatean story, woven from threads of politics, power, and artistry, holds a profound allure that beckons us closer, inviting us to unravel its secrets like an ancient tapestry waiting to be deciphered. As we delve deeper into the heart of Petra's hidden recesses, we begin to grasp the essence of this captivating civilization. The Nabatean story, woven from threads of politics, power, and artistry, holds a profound allure that beckons us closer, inviting us to unravel its secrets like an ancient tapestry waiting to be deciphered. But it is not merely their architecture or artistic expression that set the Nabateans apart. It is their engineering prowess that truly showcases their ingenuity. For in this arid landscape, where water was scarce and survival a daily struggle, they built a metropolis that would rival the greatest civilizations of the ancient world. Their crowning achievement lies not in grand monuments or sweeping vistas, but in the ingenious water management system that sustained their civilization for centuries. This marvel of engineering is as much a testament to human ingenuity as it is a reminder of the unforgiving environment they inhabited. We find ourselves standing at the edge of the Sick, the narrow canyon that serves as Petra's main artery. As we make our way through its winding passage, the imposing facade of Al-Khazne comes into view, the majestic treasury building, carved from the living rock with a precision and artistry that defies explanation. But before we reach this iconic landmark, let us take a step back in time to appreciate the complex network of aqueducts, canals, and cisterns that kept Petra alive. This labyrinthine system of water harvesting and storage is an engineering masterpiece that would put modern cities to shame. As we explore the ancient city's infrastructure, we find ourselves in awe of the Nabateans' innovative solutions to the problem of water scarcity. From the sophisticated dams and canals to the monumental cisterns carved into the rock face, every aspect of their system reveals a deep understanding of hydrology and engineering. One of the most striking features of this water management system is the aqueduct that brings water from the nearby Wadi Musa Valley. This 13-mile-long marvel of ancient engineering carries water across the desert landscape to Petra's waiting cisterns, ensuring a steady supply for the city's inhabitants. But what is equally impressive is the way in which the Nabateans harnessed the power of gravity to their advantage. By building their cisterns at strategic points throughout the city, they were able to create a network of water distribution that was both efficient and remarkably resilient. As we navigate the narrow alleys and courtyards of Petra's ancient core, it becomes clear that this water management system is not just a practical solution. It is an integral part of the city's very fabric. Every stone, every brick, and every carefully crafted detail reflects a deep understanding of the intricate relationships between water, architecture, and human ingenuity. The Nabateans' mastery of water engineering was not merely a pragmatic response to environmental pressures. It was a testament to their profound respect for the land and its rhythms. They understood that the desert was a harsh mistress, yielding her secrets only to those who were willing to listen. As we continue our journey through Petra's hidden recesses, we begin to grasp the full extent of this magnificent civilization's achievements. We witness a people who not only harnessed the power of water, but also revered it as a sacred force that flowed through their very being. And yet, even as we marvel at the Nabateans' engineering prowess, we are reminded of the fragility and impermanence of human creation. The once mighty metropolis lies in ruins today, its stones worn smooth by the relentless wind and sandstorms that have swept through these deserts for millennia. But there is more to Petra's story than mere decay and abandonment. As we prepare to leave this hauntingly beautiful place behind, a tantalizing question lingers in our minds. What secrets still lie hidden beneath the dunes, waiting to be unearthed by future generations of explorers and archaeologists? As we delve deeper into Petra's past, the shadows of time begin to lift, revealing a city that once shone like a beacon in the desert sands. The Nabateans had achieved what few other civilizations could claim. They had turned the unforgiving vastness of the Middle East into a thriving metropolis. This was Petra's golden age, an era of unprecedented prosperity and cultural flowering. As we walk through the city's narrow streets, the air thick with the scent of frankincense and myrrh, it's easy to imagine the vibrant markets that once bustled here. Merchants from all corners of the ancient world, Egypt, Greece, Rome, had come to Petra seeking exotic goods and opportunities for trade. The Nabateans, masters of commerce and diplomacy, played their part with ease, forging alliances and exploiting the city's strategic position on the incense road. Petra's peak prosperity was a result of careful planning and innovative engineering. The Nabateans had harnessed the power of water to sustain their civilization, constructing elaborate aqueducts and dams that brought life-giving streams into the heart of the city. This was no small feat. The desert landscape seemed almost inhospitable, with its scorching sun and arid soil. Yet, through sheer force of will, the Nabateans had tamed this unforgiving environment, creating a verdant oasis in the midst of desolation. As we explore the city's ancient ruins, it becomes clear that Petra was not just a commercial hub, it was also a cultural melting pot. The Nabateans were Hellenized Arabs, influenced by Greek and Roman art and architecture. We see this blend of cultures in the intricate carvings adorning the facades of temples and tombs. Greek motifs entwined with Semitic script, creating a unique visual language that reflected Petra's cosmopolitan identity. But what drove the Nabateans to build such an extraordinary city? What vision guided their architects as they carved grand monuments into the sandstone cliffs? One answer lies in the Nabatean obsession with the afterlife. In this world of shifting sands and impermanence, the dead were venerated above all else. Mausoleums and tombs were crafted with meticulous attention to detail, as if the builders believed that the very fate of their souls depended on the beauty and grandeur of these subterranean sanctuaries. Petra's architecture was not just a testament to Nabatean ingenuity. It was also an expression of their profound reverence for the mysteries beyond the veil. In the city's vast necropolis, we find evidence of a spiritual practice that spanned centuries. Rituals and sacrifices were performed here to ensure the safe passage of the dead into the afterlife. It's as if the Nabateans believed that the living and the dead existed in tandem, with each realm influencing the other. As we wander through Petra's labyrinthine streets, we begin to grasp the magnitude of this ancient civilization. The city was not just a trading post or a center of worship, it was an ecosystem, self-sustaining and resilient. Water management, urban planning, and artistic expression were all intertwined in a delicate dance that sustained life for generations. Petra's golden age lasted over 4 centuries, until the rise of the Roman Empire brought new challenges to this fragile balance. The Nabateans would eventually submit to Rome, but not before they had created something extraordinary, a testament to human ingenuity and the unyielding will to thrive in even the most inhospitable environments. As we stand amidst the ruins, bathed in the golden light of Petra's desert twilight, it's impossible not to wonder, what secrets still lie hidden beneath these ancient sands? What remnants of Nabatean culture remain waiting to be unearthed by future generations of explorers and archaeologists? The silence is oppressive, broken only by the faint whisper of the wind through the city's abandoned streets. And in this moment, we begin to sense that there's more to Petra's story than mere decay and abandonment. As we wander through Petra's vacant streets, it becomes increasingly evident that this wasn't simply a case of a city falling to ruin due to natural causes or a catastrophic event. No, there are signs here that suggest a more complex and nuanced narrative at play. We see evidence of erosion, the relentless wear of centuries-long exposure to the elements. Water, in particular, has played a significant role in Petra's downfall. The once reliable aqueducts, which had brought life-giving water to this desert oasis for so long, have begun to falter. Sediment and debris clog their narrow channels, choking off the flow. It's almost as if the very system that had sustained this civilization has been quietly sabotaged from within. The once proud architecture, those iconic facades carved into the rock face, now appear worn, weathered, and dare we say it, somehow tired. The intricate carvings, once so proud and full of life, are now cracked, faded, and peeling away like the pages of an ancient tome. As we continue our exploration, we start to notice something else, a palpable sense of disconnection between this place and its surroundings. The natural landscape that had provided for Petra's needs shelter from the elements, access to fresh water, and fertile soil now seems almost hostile. It's as if the desert itself has begun to reclaim this once secure stronghold. We see signs of deliberate abandonment, trash scattered carelessly through the streets, abandoned buildings left to crumble into ruin, an eerie silence that hangs heavy over the city like a shroud. The Nabateans, those masters of hydrology and architecture, had built a metropolis that seemed impervious to the ravages of time and nature. And yet, here's where things get really puzzling. It seems that Petra's decline wasn't just a gradual process, as if the city was slowly succumbing to the inexorable forces of decay. No, there are signs of abrupt, almost catastrophic changes in fortunes, as if some hidden factor had triggered a chain reaction that irreparably damaged this once thriving civilization. We're talking about an extraordinary event, one that would have required immense and sudden pressures, be they economic, environmental, or even military, to set the wheels of decline in motion. And yet, we find ourselves wondering, what could possibly have brought a civilization as resourceful and cunning as the Nabateans to their knees? Consider this. At its peak, Petra was a thriving hub of commerce and culture, a cosmopolitan metropolis that drew merchants, artisans, and travelers from all corners of the ancient world. Yet we're told that, by around 100 AD, trade had dwindled. The city's wealth had begun to dry up. The once mighty Nabateans were now struggling to maintain their grip on power. It's almost as if a hidden hand had reached out and given Petra the fatal blow, one from which it would never recover. And yet, where did this unseen force come from? Was it internal strife, corruption within the ruling elite, or was something more sinister at play? One thing is certain. We're witnessing a turning point in history here. This is no gradual decline. This is an unmitigated disaster, one that will soon leave Petra as nothing but a hollow shell of its former self. We pause to ponder the what-ifs, to try and piece together the fragments of evidence scattered across these ancient stones. What exactly precipitated this downfall? Was it a sudden invasion by rival powers, or perhaps internal conflicts that splintered the Nabatean dynasty? As we continue our investigation, a faint whisper seems to carry on the desert breeze. The whispers of future conquestors, Romans, and others who would soon lay waste to the very land itself. We're about to enter the final act of Petra's epic drama. As we venture deeper into the heart of Petra, the whispers of conquest grow louder, like the rustling of leaves in an ancient forest. The Nabateans, masters of engineering and trade, have built a metropolis that seems almost otherworldly, as if carved from the very stone itself. The year is 106 CE, and the Roman Empire has set its sights on the region. Emperor Trajan's armies are closing in, their legions marching across the desert sands like a tidal wave of steel. But for now, Petra remains a secret world, hidden from prying eyes by the labyrinthine canyons that crisscross the Jordanian landscape. As we explore the city, it becomes clear that the Nabateans have harnessed the power of water with an unprecedented level of sophistication. Channels and pipes, some of which still function to this day, bring life-giving water from distant springs to the heart of the city. The air is thick with the scent of date palms and fresh-cut stone, a testament to the ingenuity of these ancient builders. We're walking along the narrow streets, lined with intricately carved facades that seem to defy gravity itself. Every inch of space has been optimized for maximum efficiency. Storage rooms, workshops, temples, and marketplaces all jostle for position in this remarkable metropolis. And yet, despite its grandeur, Petra remains a humble city, built on the principles of sustainability and resilience. But how did it all come to be? The story of Petra's construction is one of trial and error, of experiment and innovation. We know that the Nabateans were master craftsmen, skilled in the art of carving stone into intricate patterns and designs. They employed a range of techniques, from drilling with copper-tipped tools to quarrying using primitive saws, to bring their vision to life. As we navigate the city's streets, it becomes increasingly clear that Petra was more than just a settlement. It was an ecosystem in its own right. The Nabateans carefully managed the flow of water through the city, creating artificial lakes and reservoirs to supplement the natural springs. They cultivated crops on the surrounding hillsides, using terracing techniques to maximize land use. But beneath this idyllic surface lay a complex web of social dynamics. We know that Petra was a multicultural society, with merchants, traders, and craftsmen drawn from all corners of the ancient world. The city's ruling elite were largely of Arabian descent, but they maintained close ties with other neighboring tribes and empires. As we delve deeper into Petra's hidden recesses, it becomes clear that even in its heyday, the city was not immune to conflict and intrigue. Power struggles within the Nabatean dynasty had begun to simmer beneath the surface. Disputes over succession, rivalries between different factions, and even whispers of external interference from neighboring powers. And yet, despite these internal tensions, Petra continued to thrive as a center of commerce and learning. Its reputation as a cosmopolitan hub attracted scholars, poets, and philosophers from across the ancient world. The city's famous temple complex, the Al-Khazne or Treasury, stood as a testament to the Nabateans' artistic genius. We're standing now at the very heart of Petra, surrounded by the towering facades that seem to stretch up to the sky itself. The wind carries the whispers of conquestors past and present, echoes of battles fought and won, of empires risen and fallen. As we gaze out upon this ancient metropolis, it becomes clear that Petra's story is one of resilience, of adaptation in the face of adversity. Despite being ravaged by earthquakes, floods, and war, the city has endured for centuries, its secrets waiting to be uncovered by intrepid explorers like ourselves. But our journey here has only just begun. As we venture into the hidden recesses of Petra's past, we will uncover the very fabric of a civilization that defied the odds and thrived against all expectations. Join us next time as we continue to unravel the mysteries of this ancient city. As we stand amidst the majestic ruins of Petra, it's impossible not to be struck by the sheer scale and ingenuity of this ancient metropolis. The Nabateans' remarkable feat of engineering, their harmonious blend of natural and built environments, has left an indelible mark on human history. And yet, despite its storied past, Petra remains an enigma, a testament to the transience of civilizations and the enduring power of nature. The site's recent rediscovery in the early 20th century sparked a wave of fascination and reverence among archaeologists, historians, and tourists alike. As we delve into the aftermath of Petra's discovery, it becomes clear that its legacy extends far beyond its architectural grandeur or cultural significance. The preservation efforts undertaken by modern-day experts are a testament to humanity's capacity for collaboration, dedication, and, dare I say it, reverence. One of the most striking aspects of Petra's preservation is the involvement of local Jordanian communities. In an era where cultural heritage sites often face threats from human activity, tourism, or conflict, the Nabateans' descendants have been instrumental in safeguarding their ancestors' legacy. Through collaborative efforts with international organizations and authorities, they have ensured that the site remains a source of pride and income for generations to come. The Jordanian government has also played a pivotal role in protecting Petra's integrity. In 1985, it was designated as one of the first UNESCO World Heritage Sites, providing a crucial safeguard against threats such as over-tourism, looting, or even whisper its softly intentional destruction. This designation not only acknowledges Petra's global importance, but also commits its protectors to upholding international standards for preservation. In 2011, Petra was expanded to include the surrounding valleys and mountainous regions, further emphasizing its status as a living, breathing entity. The site now stretches over 400 square kilometers, comprising ancient temples, tombs, and fortifications, an astonishing testament to the Nabateans' ingenuity in harnessing the environment. Visitors from around the world flock to Petra each year, drawn by its surreal beauty, historical significance, and sheer mystique. However, as tourism swells, concerns about the site's fragile ecosystem have grown. Water scarcity, erosion, and overvisitation pose significant threats to the very fabric of this ancient city. It is a delicate balancing act, one that requires an unwavering commitment from local communities, international organizations, and authorities alike. One key player in Petra's preservation is the Petra National Trust, PNT, established by Jordanian philanthropist and conservationist Munib Yaunan. This innovative initiative has not only raised awareness about the site's precarious state, but also mobilized local communities to take ownership of its protection. By empowering residents as guardians of their cultural heritage, PNT embodies a pioneering approach to preservation, one that acknowledges the interplay between people, place, and environment. The Nabateans' ingenious use of water management systems, is a testament to their understanding of this delicate balance. Their masterful design allowed them to channel rainwater from the surrounding mountains into sophisticated cisterns and aqueducts, thereby sustaining life in this arid landscape. Today, conservation efforts focus on restoring these ancient systems, an endeavor that promises not only to revitalize Petra's ecosystem, but also to honor the ingenuity of its creators. As we explore the aftermath of Petra's discovery, it becomes clear that preservation is a multifaceted challenge. Economic, social, and environmental factors intersect in complex ways, demanding a nuanced approach from all stakeholders involved. Yet, amidst this intricate web of pressures and considerations, there lies a profound opportunity to forge a lasting connection between humans, their cultural heritage, and the natural world. As we stand beneath the stars, our footsteps echoing through Petra's ancient streets, it is impossible not to feel a sense of awe and reverence. The city's secrets whisper themselves into our ears on the wind secrets that only the most devoted guardians can decipher. And so, as we prepare to venture further into the hidden recesses of this incredible civilization, let us hold onto the knowledge that its legacy extends far beyond its imposing facades or storied past.